see a lot of tension.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, just
Yeah.
tense horse. So my goal is always relaxation.
A lot of white eyeball there.
Yes, exactly. With the white in his eye too, it's like it's a dead giveaway. So yeah, just things you can help me with on helping him relax.
Built-in indicator.
And I feel like he is waiting to get in trouble.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
RBI
RBI.
stuff.
Yeah, I feel like he's always like
Cow horses, a lot of cow horses are RBI. They're real good at that because they're a little bit watchy and they're kind of always on their toes. And you got that explosive bit to them. Once they know how to do it, then they don't get so anxiety driven. They just know they've got the stuff to get there. You look like you got some stuff. So am I playing with him or are you playing with him? And
Both. I'll have you play with him and
Okay.
then and see what you feel, what you see, and then if you can like give me some things to work with to
Okay.
help him with his relaxation, both online and writing. It took about a year to get him out of this. He was used on a ranch before that, and it took about a year to get him out of the little ranch trot, this thing.
yeah,
Like, not using his body properly and just kind of like, I'm in it for the long haul, so I gotta
Yeah.
save energy, so I'm just barely gonna trot. But then that's where I have to find that difference between, okay, like that, I want to speed him up and have him do an actual trot.
Yeah.
But yet without him anxiety.
getting too
So.
wound up about it.
Hey, Sarah.
What are you looking for? You're over there looking for trouble. So she's
What do you have all over
thinks
there?
she's gonna drop a cookie on the ground for me.
Hey. Oh, sir. From what? Oh, you're working on your truck?
Yeah, at the front. Ah.
You'll find out, right? It can get clean.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He said, Mama, I'd rather you just save me. Just save me, Mom. I don't know what this guy's trying to tell me. He's telling me to do all kinds of weird stuff. It only looks weird because you're not paying attention. You're not paying full attention. Your mind is here and there. Look at that tight bottom lip. That should be loosey-goosey. That should be loosey-goosey. She's not talking to you. I am. It's just me and you.
And I almost always have the introvert ears on the girls.
Yeah, I started to get it, but I slowed
I
him.
saw you interrupt that, yeah. I've been interrupting it at feeding time too, because I'll get those at feeding time.
Yeah.
You can't have your stuff until those ears come through.
Nobody's pushing you anywhere. Nobody's pushing you anywhere. You gonna loosen those lips up? They're awfully tight. They should be loosey-goosey. That was a poor effort. That was a poor effort, I gotta say. That was not a good effort either. Don't be trying to cheat with your nose. I know what you're doing. Ah. There's a lick and chew. And a looser bottom lip. Yeah. That's what we like to see. Ah. There, not so hard. You're like a genius. You figured that out quick. Huh? There it is. Whew. I had to get out of the way. Something about got me right there. Yeah, something about got me. What are you looking for? Is there always something going to get you that you think? Something's always back there going to get me. Mm, mm, mm. There. Look at this mane. Look at all this blue hair. Ah, deep breath. Oh, we found the spot. We found the spot finally. I almost accidentally killed a horse like that once. I was scratching on a spot. She was getting so into it that she blocked the artery and then passed out and hit the wall on the way down.
Gosh, that's so crazy.
Sweet little horse. I thought, oh, geez.
That's crazy.
So now if they get that into it, I'll let them
Take a break, yeah.
take a break and then start again.
Go back to the brain for a minute.
I had no idea that was even possible.
I'd never heard of that before.
Oh. Ah, what a champ. He's a champion. Ah. Oh, there's another good spot. Oh, I didn't even know about that one. Let it go for so long. I forgot it even itched. What a champion. I'll stay with you now. I'll keep you tuned. I'll keep you tuned in now. That's the reward. That's kind of my thought process, is get them so addicted to that they're just always looking, you know, what do I got to do to get you do that again. Ah, that's good stuff, huh? Look how smart you are when you're thinking. Your thinker's working good. Yeah. He said, oh yeah, get back to work. I did something good. Get back to work. I know, that's the stuff, huh? That's the stuff. He's like, oh, am I doing it right? That wide eye really makes him look. Ah. Now that wasn't so much ears back coming forward. He had his ears back, but they weren't pinned. They were just
No, introvert
back.
ears, I call them.
Yeah.
Right? Unsure, is that what they are?
Well, he seemed pretty sure. He's like trying to, oh, boy, just want to get in there next to you. He's just thinking if they're unsure, they're going to be a little bit, ears forward going, are you sure? And he's quite sure. He's like, oh, I can come in. But it was somewhere in between relaxed and it might just be a habit for him to get ready to stick them back, and then his attitude changed, but they were already back, but they weren't pinned. Like, oh, itchy ears. Oh, boogers in there. Oh, yeah. Getting boogers out of there. Oh, that feels good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, them bugs get in there. Huh? And flies get in there and get in your ears. That's awful. That's awful. Yeah.
Under saddle, they had him happy.
I know. It's hard work out here. It's such hard work. Such hard work. That's a trot. That's a nice trot. Whew. Oh, I know. I know. I know. It's so hard to pay attention. I just want to look at my mom all the time. She's the one I love, not you. Still not very droopy. Still not very droopy. What? Nobody say one more step? Nobody said that. You heard me wrong. You heard me wrong. You know what happens when you do that wrong. You gotta go do it again. Ah, that was almost spectacular. Yes, it was almost spectacular. Where are you going? Where are you going? I saw those baby steps. I noticed. Yeah.
Well, how do I shake him on the circle without it being too much pressure for him?
Just keep kind of picking at it as he goes out there. If he's out there on the circle and he's kind of looking away, kind of move back a little bit, try to bump him enough to see if he'll draw his attention and get his body back on the circle, and push on the ribs a little bit. And if he misunderstands, he thinks you push on the hindquarters and whips a hindquarter yield, and just go, okay, well, you misunderstood, let's start again. And
yeah, I feel like when I push on the ribs, then he's like, that's too much pressure, and then he just gets tighter instead of relaxing and bending.
Well, if then just adjust the way you add the pressure. Maybe start out a little bit, just like a way back here away from him, and see if he goes, huh? And that's all you're looking for, is that he's thinks that way and goes a couple strides, even if it's, that he's at least getting in that arc, and he's getting his nose pointed to you and thinking about you instead of thinking about everything outside the circle. And once you get that, then energy up, see if you can get him to trot a little faster, and just play with that, the transitions up and down. But yeah, he's just, it's just normal for them, you know, if they don't know and you don't have a circle, a round pen to keep, you know, that you can push and they can't just go away, and now you've got to hold the line. You can push in a round pen where they can't go too far and their nose is going to come this way. It can go that way, but it can't go far, and then they can be right sooner, and then you can release sooner.
I never thought about a round pen for that.
Yeah.
Like, to help shape the horse.
Yeah, it just helps them go, oh, I see, you go along the rail, ride the rail, and it's easier to see if they're doing it right because their body's going to be in the shape of that outside fence. He's a good feller. Yes, he is. That lip is still awful tight. It doesn't have to be that way, you know. That. Ah, he's so smart. He's so smart. Yes, sirree. That's my boy. That's my boy. Forequarter you. You're like a champion. You're just like a champion. Oh yeah. What a boy. Oh boy. What a champion you are. What a champion you are. When they stay kind of tight like that, I just keep breaking things down into smaller steps. Just get one step, reward that, and he's like, he doesn't have, then he'll stop being, we're moving, and get that inside, and just eventually he's just going to go, we're doing this again. He'll start exhaling on the finish of that step rather than being so worried. Let's go back to that belly. Oh yeah, let's get some belly up. Oh man, such a tease. I'm such a tease. You're wanting to loosen it. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Hold on to it. I ain't giving it to you.
But each time that he asks for that rub or something, he's going to relax a little more. He's going to realize, oh, I induced that by being friendly and coming in politely. You noticed that, saw that I was itchy in that spot, and helped me out.
Yeah, when he first came, he was super head shy, you know, every time he, so I swung the pendulum the other way on purpose and let him, you know, nudge me.
Yeah.
Like, so that he could get out of that, and then I had to like back it back to the middle.
Yeah.
On purpose, I let him go on the other side of that line of.
Yeah. You're the man. You're the man. You ready for a saddle? You ready for a saddle? He said, no, I want some more of this, please. I like this better.
I don't see you do much licking and chewing or yawning. So,
So it's a new guy. I'm not sure if I'm allowed. I've been around men before. They can be quite rough on a guy. So soft. Yes, he is. Each time he disconnects, asking for something, then he reconnects and reward, just so that pattern starts getting in. Oh, if I'm over here, I'm liable, then she's liable to come alive and start asking for something. You're gonna come alive quietly, but
right.
he noticed that. He's like, oh, wait a minute, the scratching stopped.
Yeah.
Scratching stopped, and then all the energy's vacating my space. I better check in and see if I can't get that hand going again. And if he left that far, I'd say, oh, too late. You gotta finish the maneuver. You gotta, that's all you have to do. He said, oh man, I'll be a good boy next time so I don't have to move so much. I don't like this moving part. I like this loving part pretty good. This moving part gets a little scary sometimes, huh? Where are you looking? You were looking in the wrong spot. Trying to see your buddy. Is your buddy laughing at you?
Buddy's gone. It took about, what you say, about a year before he stopped trying to bite when I girthed him up. Poor guy. This cowboy's just tightened it all the way from the get-go.
Come on now, you're a chin. You want to throw a saddle on?
Yeah.
Keep him somewhat clean. Oh man. I'm guessing you have a super wide. What do I guess? Am I guessing correctly? Yep. So I'm getting them in the habit of synchronization. They'll do that in a herd to feel safe. If everybody's synchronized, then everything's calm and cool. And as soon as somebody gets out of sync, they'll all feel that and go, what's the, it's just a herd way of communicating silently. And then if we do that all the time, especially even when we're riding, that we're moving as synchronizing and harmoniously as we can with them, then they're going to notice. If we change a little bit, they should go, oh, you're fixing to ask for something, and start thinking back to you what the energy change is going to be, or the direction change. And same thing, if you want to go faster, you just start riding a little faster, and they'd feel that and go, oh, okay, I know, I need to find, we're out of sync, let me find out how to get back in sync, and oh, that's it, now we're in harmony and dancing again. Thank you. Oh, I ain't scared of no saddle. I ain't scared of no saddle.
Got a nice short legs and that thing lasts.
Yeah, I used to be a jockey. I could ride.
You could still ride like a jockey, huh?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I want to see you, Mom. That's my biggest hiccup on getting the horses to the races is finding a jockey. I got to train one. It would be almost impossible for somebody that rode traditional races to
When Heather saw your post, she said,
Oh darn,
I don't weigh 110, otherwise I'd volunteer.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh darn.
Oh man, there went my
Wait
career. My
limit.
second career is gone.
Did you find anybody?
We have a girl, there's actually one girl that came as a working student way back in when we were still in Texas. She's from England, so now it's hard for her to get back over here with all the quarantine stuff.
She went home.
Yeah, she's been home. So, but she's rode amateur races in England, so she has a pretty good idea, and she's mostly done things naturally, even though it's traditional at the track. So it'd be easier to for her to pick up. Mostly it's just not automatically pulling on a horse's face is the big difference that they have to know. And it's just one of those things, like you notice, it's just habit. You pick that up and you don't even think about it. And it's usually when somebody starts talking to you, and so now you've ignored the horse, and then you just went, so your attention went over here, and then your brain just did the automatic thing it used to. Well, you're going, ah! And they're like, what? You don't, you're not even aware of it. And, oh, that feels good, huh? Oh yeah, it's snug, but not too tight.
You know, I grew up traditional too, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like it took me a year before, when my horse bolted, before I would bend him to a stop. And it was like, the first time I did it without thinking, I was like so excited. Sarah was with me. Yeah, and I was like, I didn't have to think about it, I just did it. But Sarah and I were riding and both the horses bolted for some reason, and that was the first time I didn't have to like mechanically go, Ben, don't pull back, Ben. Yeah, I'm so excited. Felt like I won the lottery. Like finally, I didn't have to.
There was an engineer that put together a bicycle that he just put gears in the front post there, so that when you turn the wheel this way, the bicycle turned that way. They just opposite it. So now to learn how, it took him 8 months to learn how to ride it, and then he finally got it mastered. He's just talking about how the brain works. And then he went to Amsterdam with some friends, and you know, they were bikes everywhere, so he grabbed somebody's bike and everybody's watching, and it took him 30 minutes to get, and they thought he was just being a prankster. And then they showed him the video of the old bike, and they were, oh, okay, I get it.
That myelin sheath or whatever it is had already been.
Yeah.
What is it? Myelin sheath in your brain.
Yeah. Once it gets printed, now it can be changed, but it just takes a lot of slowing down, and I don't know why they didn't put training wheels on that bike. That would have made it a lot easier, because you just go, because you're automatically, you're starting to fall, you turn it this way, and then you fall even harder. It's hilarious watching them.
You're like, have you never ridden a bike before? He's like, yeah, a lot.
I don't know what you're thinking.
Oh, Sky, you are one good-looking man.
Oh yeah, I was a champ. Not too far though. You're gonna be okay.
Really like yawn. So yeah, he feels comfortable enough.
Well, he's finally he's finally started to feel comfortable,
Nudge ya.
and you might just be saying my nose itches worse than you think. You haven't taken care of that. Get those boogers out of there for me. Okay. That was a good one. Whoop, that foot came forward. It wasn't supposed to. Sorry. Those are the rules.
Need water, Rut?
Not right now, thank you. That's better. Oh, where are you going? Whoa, 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 that's none of that. Oh my goodness. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. No, nobody's hurting that baby. Nobody's hurting that baby. Nobody is. She's a baby. Another little trick to get them, if you can get them curious about chewing on something or biting something, that's what, always playing with the stick or that flag, trying to get them to go take a bite out of it. Once they do, it's almost like, I don't know if this is true or not, but it's almost like a predator taking a bite out of something they don't know, and if it doesn't squeal or jump, it's probably not alive, and they don't have to be afraid of it.
Oh, is that why you were doing that with Kate?
Yeah, I'm trying to get her to think of it as a toy, as a something she can chew on and be comfortable with, and if they refuse to, it just means they're not 100% comfortable with it. Where an extrovert, once you've done that a few times, as soon as you bring it towards their mouth, they're going, arr, arr, trying to.
So Willow, where she just rode, when Kathy and John were starting her, and Kathy was started using 2 sticks, you know, to stay out of her mouth, and Willow would reach back and grab a stick and pull it out of her head.
That's pretty good.
Right.
Ah, because you weren't paying attention, were you? You were not paying attention. Ah. Okay, whoop, 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 whoop. We're going to start again. Oh, that was better. Oh, yeah. What a champion. What a champion.
Yeah, yeah. And I think he said he was gonna need to open the whole thing up. Yeah, I told him, I go, I
heard
think
that?
Sarah still has stuff in there.
Yes, he knows how to do head down. He said, I know how to do head down. I know how to do head down. I'm very good at that game. I'm very good at that game. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's that bug. There's that chick. There's another cat. A fur ball. A fur ball.
You always keep a toothbrush in your pack
He's the man. Oh, he's getting loose. Them lips are getting loose. I can't believe it. That lip is getting loose. Oh, what a champion. Oh, he's so smart. So he's coming in a little quicker after he does something right. He's like, is that right? Yeah. Pretty soon the licking and chewing will come. I know it's in there.
You can't make me.
Such a cool horse.
It's in there. You might as well let it out. You're holding it for no reason. What's that? Yeah. And it's just another indicator. If they're out of sync with you, you're going to be working on keeping that synchronicity all the time. So just notice the way you're walking once you sync with them. See if they can stay with you. Speed up, slow down. Watch them go. Oh yeah. You use your hands and your energy through your body to help them find that. But
Warwick talks a lot about it.
That's why I've seen it. I was gonna say, I knew I'd seen it.
But he doesn't explain it that
Who?
way.
No, he doesn't.
Warwick
Oh.
Schiller.
yeah.
He doesn't explain it like that though.
He just really explains like written.
He needs to go out in the field and do it. This is a little different.
That's something Pirelli used to really talk about doing a lot. Just go for a walk or a little jog with your horses and see that they're syncing with you and realizing, okay, we're just going this speed, and then they're staying with you. You don't have to, as you go along, you're less and less micromanaging. That you're feeling that they're going, oh, I just stay right here, because when you're riding, you're going to be about right here anyway. So they need to learn how to take direction from you back here, and when you're back here, it's easier to keep your feet synced where they're supposed to be, and then they're checking out it, with their ear and their eye a little bit, so they have more. They're out in front of you anyway. So this is almost like prelude to riding. If you can go through that trail like this and keep them connected and responsive to everything, then a better chance when you get on they're going to do the same thing, because all the feels and the yields are all exactly the same. Okay. I know. Was that worrisome? Did that worry you? Oh. Yes, he's a big old boy. He's a big old boy. I probably better. Put this down a bit. Let's see. Nah, this is going to be too much.
My little short leg.
There's a good try. That was a good try. I like that. Good effort. Every time he checks in with me, I'm going to reward him. So he just thinks, if ever I need a reassurance or a little love, I just look over here and I get it. Good times. So you're just basically training the brain to when poop hits the fan, they know check with you instead of check with Mother Nature what to do. Oh, it's way better. Mother Nature's not so sure all the time. What a champion. He knows how to do all kinds of stuff. So I really didn't add any pressure. I just got in position and just waited. I could feel him going, okay, what do I do? What do I do? As long as they're thinking that way, I'm just going to let him try to sound it out. And if he gets it wrong by taking that step forward, I can pick up this string, go, no, go forward. And just keep that shape, weight on the front, light on the back. So he's like, finally goes, ugh.
So you're keeping the same amount of pressure in your foot.
Yeah, as soon as I'm just adding pressure everywhere until I feel him really thinking about it. And then I'll hold that pressure and wait for him to figure out how to get out of it. If he's not thinking about it, then of course I'm gonna keep getting his attention until he's thinking, and then I'll add more pressure until if he goes away, I can add a ton of pressure, and he may not feel it, and then when he starts to get here, now I'm at a phase 5. When he finally comes around, he might get scared and go, ugh.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good tip for me. So, because I'm thinking, here's my phase 1, here's my phase
Yeah.
2, here's my phase 3.
But you kind of, if you help them out and keep them in the ballpark, in the, where the in the general area, and then you'll see you'll have to use less. So just when you set it, that's why you set it up. As long as he's thinking this way, he's not thinking for me. So I keep tickering with his nose until he goes, ah. There he goes.
Yeah, I would have just applied more leg
Yeah.
in that situation. So I love that tip. Because then you're right. Then when they do think it, they're like, ah, because
Yeah.
your leg is like phase 7.
There it is. 4/4. Oh yeah. Okay. And when I'm turning to the right, all I'm doing is picking up the rein like I was neutral lateral. I'm not adding any pressure, and the rest comes off the leg. I should have my spurs on, but until he goes, tips that nose and looks at my foot, he hasn't completed the maneuver. There. And I can turn that into a 4/4 yield. See if I can get his ribs away. So now his whole body went away when I just wanted the ribs away and the nose to come this way.
Working on his little ribs to shape and bend,
Yeah.
and which, you know,
Yeah.
my first goal is for the relaxation.
Yeah. See, he's kind of walking around watchy. He's not really. So I just keep getting his attention, asking for a little bit of a change until he's just like, oh, I just better stay on you. And if he does good and stays relaxed, I can let him go. There it was. It's just basically a hind quarter yield in motion, that you're picking that hind foot up and pushing it over with your leg. And as soon as you feel him, and you'll feel this part of the ribs vacate, his nose will come. Oh yeah. There we go. And if he responds to that hand, when I pick this hand up and he thinks this way, I don't have to add near as much leg. He does it sporadically. There we go. Every time his head comes a little too high, I put a little bend in it, see if it'll bend in his neck, see if I can't get him to drop it down. Each time he does the right answer, he's going to go, ah, and think, once the release comes in, his head should come down more. There it is. There we go. Yoo-hoo, over here. There you go. No, 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 no. There it is. Ah, you found it. Yeah, anytime you feel him when he goes, it gets a little tight, just try to hold that until he, help him find his way out of it without being so tight. And start again. Not too much. I just holding in that spot. I could feel. He's like, ugh! So I just kind of held that and kind of tickled his nose, see if he'd think back to me. Realized he didn't have anything that, oh, I got to get the spurs on. Yes, yes. Oh, that was better. That was good too. What a champion. That was a good change. Of course, it was good going the direction he wanted to come, so but that's okay. Set it up so that. Oh yeah, that's a smart pony. He's a smart pony. It's like your lead changes. It's easier to set it up if you're going to change the direction they want to go, and then they start going, oh, this is it, and then set it up the other way. And just their mindset. If they realize, if they want to do it, you don't have to do anything. You just go, we're changing the circle. You better get yourself right. And they go, yep, let me do that. Are you a champion? You gonna grow up to be a champion? He's thinking to me, nice, really nice. Oop. Oh yeah. He's kind of misunderstanding that foot maybe a little and thinks I want 4/4 to yield on that. Each time his ear comes back like that, I know he's registering. Oh, and I release and might need to go again, but I'm looking to see if he's where he's thinking, where he's looking. If he feels me. Look at that pony. He's like a superstar. Licking and chewing, I knew it'd come out when you got tired enough. He'd go about 3 strides and then I'd have to squeeze him up because he's 3 strides, I'm done. So he's not trying to take off. Well, I'm not having to too bad. I'm just adding the energy, and then till I feel him go, oh, we're changing, okay, and then it takes him 2 strides to figure it out. If I'd have kept the energy up, he might have went, wah! But once he's starting to try, I figure he's going, oh, he's trying. Then I'm lessen the energy and just try to find that rhythm that.
Yeah, those were for him. Those were great transitions. And then we have to go fast now. Where's the balloon? Start shooting.
It kind of helps that it's a smaller arena. He's not gonna. And then once you get it good, then, oh, some yawning. Once you get that good, then test it in a bigger place, and you'll feel his energy. If it's up, you're going to go, oh, we better make sure that this hindquarters is yielding good. And once that, then try it out. And if it still feels like he's getting tired, tense, just start doing long, slow yielding. Get those ribs turning and start again. And eventually he's going to go, there's nothing to be excited about. Every time I get excited, we got to go back to kindergarten. I hate kindergarten. I'm way smarter than that now. Not forward. Not forward. Oh yeah. He's so smart. He's so smart. He's a very good pony. Yes, we give that pony a cookie for being so good. That pony gets a cookie for being so good. Oh my goodness. That all feels so good. What a good fella. He's a good fella. What a champion. Do you see me, Mom? I'm a good boy. I told you I was a good boy.
Always said so. Always said you were a winner.
Yes, thank you for checking in on me. What is that noise? I'd be scared of that noise. Nora hears it and nothing happens. You know, nobody's getting scared. He's gonna just go, "Oh, it's just part of life, I guess."
I'm glad you don't jump forward, dude. I'm glad you're a jumping place kind of guy. That's his big spook right there. That's
Yeah.
about all he does when he spooks. Just right, right in place. There's the light.
You can tell what he's thinking most of the time.
Yeah, he doesn't hide it very well on his face.
A lot more relaxed. I know. So why do we have to deal with noises? Can't we just plug my ears like all the other horses? Yeah, apparently they're taking away ulcer medication for race horses. Yeah. Well, that's good. Because if
They're gonna have to learn it.
that's the thing.
Ah,
That's the
I
thing.
didn't see it as good until you said that. Yeah, then they're gonna have to.
Just like with the
Help them be
Lasix, that's
relaxed.
being relaxed now.
Yep.
They're going to have to learn how to train a horse to go without being tight through the ribs. That's another reason why they run out of oxygen and they their lungs bleed, because they're so tight through their ribs that they can't take a full breath. So they're running on 70% of the oxygen capability that they should have, and then they're on their front end. They're pulling, so their back's hollow. So all those inefficiencies, all we're doing is just straightening out those deficiencies, and we should be able to take a less quality horse, especially going over a mile, where, because adrenaline carry most of those horses, they can get fit enough and go 3/4 of a mile pretty much on just on adrenaline, but that's where it ends. They can't go much further. And so that's why the first part of the race is always way faster than the second part of the race, which never happens in a human race. because humans are going, I need to save some energy.
We need to pace it.
Pace, pace, pace. That's how they broke the 4-minute mile. The guy figured out, oh, I could run a quarter mile in a minute. Let me just see if I can get myself and find that pace and get super fit to that pace, and then try to run 2 quarters in 2 minutes until he finally broke the 4-minute mile, which, you know, they thought forever that was beyond human capacity to do that. And the Kentucky Derby's 10 furlongs. You go 12 seconds per eighth. For 10 furlongs, you go the 1.25 miles in 2 minutes. Only 2 horses have run sub 2-minute 1.25 miles in the Derby. One was Secretariat and one was somebody else. He was just barely sub, but most of them lately have been 2:03, 2:05 is nothing. Nobody thinks nothing of it. That nobody ever goes, well, I wonder why we can't. It's just that's how racehorses are. And they won't breeze a horse the distance they run. I mean, imagine going out and entering a race. I'm going to go run a mile, and never run a mile.
Exactly.
Go run 3/8 of a mile as fast as you can 3 or 4 times, and go, okay, now
Might get hurt.
might get hurt, might, you know, well, everybody's in the same boat. So, but you're building bad stuff into them, and oh, that was gentle. Oh, he's the man. He's the man. That's always what I thought about. I wanted to stay in the racing business, but I couldn't be a BS artist like all the trainers are, and I didn't know how to get a horse and didn't know why they didn't do some things and did do some things. So I thought, my BS meter doesn't, I just can't.
Can't go along with that mess.
That's what it is. I just line up a bunch of excuses when it doesn't go right, and if it does go right, well, I was smart, and if it didn't go right, well, this horse or that guy or this caused that. That's why we lost. So they keep the blame off of themselves. That just gets them more horses. The better story they tell. Oh yes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, we never do it like this. What a champion. Licking and chewing. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. He said, that was so easy. Can I have a cookie? Yes. Now he's a lot more curious about me than he was skeptical before.
Can you explain what you're doing with your reins?
I'm just picking up that neutral out, like I'm signaling the neutral lateral. So if he sees that, then and now his arc's gonna be right, because he's wanting to be a little straight, almost even curved this way. And I was just trying to put that arc in, just keep reminding him, and as soon as he tried just a little, I'd let it go, and then see if it stayed. When it went away, I'd pick it up again and just And if I had a spur, I'd be kind of tickling a little bit, you know, just trying to get that rib away. And then once he felt that rein come up and he knows that spur is going to be there to tickle, he's gonna yield the ribs with just the rein. And then I didn't ever make contact with it. I was just picking it up, signaling that's where we're going. So every time I pick up the rein, or he feels energy come up, or he should be thinking this way. He doesn't have to go that way. If he's thinking that way, and then he can look at the flash card and see what it says and go, oh yeah, that's what that is. So you're signaling whatever position you're in is that signal to him. Like when you're asking for going out on the circle, you're leaving that out and putting energy over here. That's a picture in their mind. Oh, I see that. That means I better move this, and as soon as they head that way, then you can go right back to neutral.
You're just asking for the shape
Yep.
while you're riding around.
Yeah. And part of it is because he's not paying attention. He's not thinking about. I'm thinking about the path we're going, and if he's doesn't have his nose on it, I'm just going to keep tinkering around until he puts his nose on it, and then I'm going to go to neutral and ride with it. And as soon as it goes off again, I'm going to until he's. And then a couple good strides of that, and I'm going to go, that's all I wanted. If you stay here where you're supposed to be, head down like this, and just looking at the line where we're going. I'm going to reward that when we stop and relax a while. So you can yawn. Yes, he's so tired. But part of it is doing it, and then reward and let him sit here for a while, and
Yeah, so
that he feels like it. And what humans, we just go, oh, let's go do that again. Let's do that. And he's going to start going, I thought I did it right. What should I do something? You know, start looking for
that's what I was going to say.
looking for the wrong thing.
I've been lifting the inside rein for the shape, but I've been keeping it. I'll just go, okay, we're going to work on the shape right now, so we'll just do a circle, and I'll just keep that inside rein.
Yeah, I just
Shape.
get that you can get from here to there, let it go,
Yeah,
and then
that's
and if
what
it doesn't stay,
Yep.
then go, okay,
Pick it back
pick it
up,
up
right.
again, and so that it becomes lighter. Every time you pick it up, he's just like, whoop, I know what to do. Whoop, I know what to do. He just starts shaping his body because it's going to keep him out of pressure. That spur's
Yeah, I
not going
like
to come.
that better. Like he's getting those releases too. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm just going to keep this. So you got to find the shape.
Yep.
Sneaky didn't.
Yep. All that's good. All those patterns, just like the what
Fallen leaf and
and what's the
backward leaf.
no, I'm thinking of the 6-barrel pattern.
Oh yeah.
So that's putting purpose to the principles. The principles are straight lines and curve here, and then change, and it's back to neutral again. And then they start going, oh, all this going and stopping starting to make a little sense. And hey, I know exactly where to stop. There's those cones. We stop there, and I get lots of reward. So now I realize if I put more effort into doing that right, I'm going to get less pressure, and I'm going to get back to X sooner and or 11. Who doesn't love that? Okay, I'll try one the other way. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He thought, oh, we're going to go canter. We will in a minute. Nobody said that. He tries to make that right turn with his shoulder instead of leading with his nose. That's where getting more leg on, because he can push against the hand, where he won't be able to, once you get where you're tickling there, and he's like, I can't, I got to put my nose over here or it's going to tickle worse. But that's just an old brace thing that they, I can get straight. So just whenever you feel that, just drop it back down, and change directions, and set it up again, and see that you were clear the whole time that he understood it, and be ready to be a little sooner on the foot until he drops it and let it go. And eventually he'll quit that. It's just a self-defense thing that he's just going, because normally the transition is probably with somebody that. But once everything's clearer, he goes right along. There it is. Oh, he's so light and soft, like a big old fluffy feather. Ah, what a champion. He said, oh yeah, I'm a good boy. The good boys deserve all the love. Good job. I just acted like I was going to do something. Oh, I'm back. Don't make me do anything. Stand here and rub on me. That's what I like.
You on the pasture again, or the pad again.
Oh my goodness. Somebody came around the corner. Everything came.
Doing it.
Oh my goodness.
It's a very heavy box.
If that stays a problem, I would do that until he looked at you, and then give him a cookie. That and then he's going to go, oh, that's the signal that it's cookie time.
Like, well, that's a good sound, not a bad sound.
Or racehorses, most people give peppermints for treats, and it comes with that candy wrapper. So wiggle that wrapper, they're going, thinking about you. That's all you're trying to do, is get him to think that's a positive thing. I hear that noise, and that's a good thing, instead of oh yeah, he's so smart. Each time he does something right, he goes, oh man, I am a genius. I can shoot. Look how smart I am. So I was saying, just make little things a big thing, that he did it right, and then he'll start relaxing after everything. He's going, oh, pressure's on, instead of going, oh, I gotta stay tight. He's going, oh, it's a question. What is the answer to that puzzle? Yeah. That was good. Now give me some of this. It's my favorite.
So is it a two-person box? You're like, yes.
Oh, you know.
I don't know if we can move it.
Oh, we have wheels. Oh, well, it's in the driveway. Yeah, but we have that thing on wheels. It's on the box. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't getting what you were saying. Oh, you want to know? He was doing that right when you walked in. Yeah, don't hurt
I didn't
yourself.
move it, and
Because if you can't get it, Mark, you get it. So question for on trail rides.
Yep.
So when I trail ride him and the group gets ahead, he has a habit of feeling the need to catch up.
Yeah.
And he'll just go into a trot, but since I didn't ask it, so I've been just doing a little lateral
Yep.
until he comes back down.
Yep.
Is that good enough, or should I be doing a complete
You're just,
correct?
no, whatever it takes to get him to go, oh, slow down a little bit, oh, and let it go. And then he, just like that horse, she go, oh, there's a straight trail up the hill. I got to see what's over. Just kept until the end. I just started to turn her, and she's like, oh no, I can settle down. I can stay here. And that's all you're looking for. If you're going to be, I'm picking up the rein, if I feel your energy going, and if that doesn't slow you down, then bending the rib a little bit might. If that doesn't slow you down, then we'll direct that hind quarter. And then if we're where we need it, where we can't turn a 180, then we'll just switch sides and try the other side. Just keep asking for him to stay connected, and let him go each time he does what you ask. If it yields right, it's always a good practice to go, can you? And now he's thinking, he's not going, ugh. And if he needs to be up next to him, well, you can do that stuff at a trot too, depending on do it a little faster walk, and just get the bends and get him thinking and responding correctly, and then go back to there. And if he rushes to him you're far enough away that he feels like he needs till eventually he's just going to go, oh, we'll catch up soon enough. Now, if I stay connected to you, then we'll get connected back up to them. But it's just important that each time that you feel him going, no, I'm not. You're saying no. Well, we got to finish it now. You're just asking for attention, but if he can't give it to you, then you go ahead and do a hind quarter yield. Or,
Yeah, because I've been mostly just kind of pushing him sideways until he comes back down into a walk. But
you're just looking for him to check in and go, oh,
I didn't
yeah.
feel like that was effective enough because I've had to do it.
Well, it may take a
100
while.
times,
It may take a while, but it will work.
Come back down to a walk, and then there we go again, and they'll come back down to a walk, and there we go again.
So if you just make okay, the consequence is you're going to have to go do a figure eight before we can go again.
That's what made me think about it when you were doing that with Willow. I was thinking maybe I need to do a little more of that.
And then you can do that at a higher speed, at a trot out, because you're further away and you're in a saddle, and you probably got spurs, you got a little more control. Just get those working again, and then pointing where you want to go, and he leaves you again mentally, until you feel he's connected and calmed down, and then let him go again. And every time eventually they're just going to go, oh, let me just stay like this and stay connected and here, and everything will be a lot better. Where are you going? Over here. Yoo-hoo, thank you. Oh my goodness. Nicely done. That deserves another cookie, I think. Cookie Monster. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, it's good stuff, he says. Oh, it's good stuff. But I would say I probably just play with keeping their attention and strategies to get it. And if you've done your foundation, then once you have their attention, they're going to easily go, oh, this or that, and turn them loose and see if they can stay calm. If they can't, pick them right back up. Attention. I don't know. I like to think of the old trope where you got the angel on one shoulder and the devil. So this is the right brain and this is the left brain, and we're the left brain trying to keep him left brain, and the Mother Nature's over here trying to say, I don't know.
Run for your life.
We got to do this. We got to do that. You just keep talking a little louder than Mother Nature. Mother Nature is. But and it's not that Mother Nature's got a lot of good things in it. That's why we use their nature, and I call it, use all that stuff that they have in there. And Mother Nature put in. We just say, we're a leader.
Can you teach me what you just did?
Oh, that's called a buckaroo knot. So it's a safety thing mostly.
So then you
So-
don't technically have to buckle it either.
No, that's what it saves. So if you're in a half spot, if you tighten it and you're going to have to go another inch to get a hole, well, this saves you that. You don't have to do it. Did I do that right? Yeah. And then you just
Flip it over.
half turn, put it back through, and then it'll leave you with this little triangle thing. So now if you're in a bind and like they fell down or something, you get a cinch out. Well, you don't have to undo it or pull it tighter. You just pull that right out.
See that again. snug it up.
Yeah, just so that it pulls through just like that.
Wow.
And now if you got a longer one, then that'll go back down through there.
So you
with-
could put it,
you can
under
stick
there,
it through
yeah.
there or whatever.
what's that called?
A buckaroo knot. That was another Pat thing there. I don't know why everybody doesn't use it. Come from Pat's barn. It was a rule. Oops. Look at me. Trying to be slick. Ah, what a champion pony. It's that big booty. Oh, it's so easy back here. I can't reach it at all. Oh, yeah. Our little yearling filly, weanling filly, you'll be scratching on her or scratch on somebody else and she'll just get her butt right to you and lean up against your back.
If you're doing
Somebody else, she's just like,
hint, hint.
yeah, this is what I
I'm
want.
right here. I should be getting all the scratches.
Sirree, you are a good boy. You're paying good attention to me. That's what I like to see. Cookie, come on this side too. Yeah, we can cook you this side pocket. There you go, see? Wow, that's different. I like it, but it's different.
It's like black licorice.
Yeah, that's what, Linda, the lady whose farm we work out of, she eats them all the time. She tastes it. She says, they got licorice in them. That must be why they like them so much. I can taste the licorice. That's tasty. Ah. You coming with me? You are the man. Sorry. Sorry. There you go. Put that over here. You come with us? Oh, what a good boy. All the way? All the way? Ah, you're a champion. You are a champion. There you go.
Yeah, he's cool. I had a lot of fun with him. Getting him. Had a lot of time.
Oh, there's some spots too, huh? Oh yeah, that feels good.
So, did you ever play with or meet Sunday?
Sounds familiar.
Sunday was out of Casper and Mayday.